Hello everyone and welcome back to Riverbend Springs. So obviously we have, like I said last time, we got the fields rolled. I got everything rolled I needed to. I also started rolling when I didn't need to because I am an idiot. But that was March done. The fields, everything's planted, the peas, a lot of the oats. And now we move on to April. And more planting. Mixed feed cows, I'm going to turn that off. Don't need that one anymore. Planning factory, no materials. Right, so what have you now? Parsnips. Obviously still got spinach being loaded and unloaded in. I'm going to deal with that shortly. Right now, my first job of the day is going to go put sorghum in field 24. Or should I say the AIs, because I think I'm going to let him do that because I have another plan. We're going to take probably out with a little planter, and I just... That plan, I've got a couple of fields that obviously I didn't own when I did the plans, so they're not in there. So I'm figuring out what to do with those. Is there anything interesting in the use section today? Not really. There's all the diesel off on the way past here. But how with this game, does it accept that you put cherry in them? Or is cherry even a thing in America? Obviously in England you'd be running it on agricultural diesel because there's less VAT on it, but you're not supposed to use it for a lot of road work. Judging by the price, I'm guessing we're probably not running these on road diesel. But still, you can see financially, overnight's not been bad to us. Obviously there's a lot of stuff I need to, I'm going to move some more wood products down to the toy maker and keep them going. We will get on that in just a second. I wish there was a way with the logistics centre that you could just tell you only wanted so many of an item. Right, so field 24, I'm putting sorghum on, so that's my current target. We've then got 81, 85 and 88 to deal with. And they're going to be our targets for today, so... Craps. Well, I found out the food's exactly 90,000 to be a very odd result to be on exactly that number. So I'm hoping there's still enough seed in this thing to do everything we need it to do, but... This time will tell on that one. If we need to buy more seed, we need to. I know there's a few pallets of fertilizer already down at the shop for us. What do I want next is... I'll have this, because this will do what I need it to. So we're going to take some planks and long planks that the playground maker takes in it. So we've got to get out of this gap here, yeah. I just don't want it to give me eggs and what these. Red beef soup, I thought I'd set that to selling as well. Yeah, selling. Well, let's go and double check. I don't want to get this wrong because it's lonely. I'm going to put these back in the... Look at the amount of wood beams and we've got planks. How many prefab wall parts do we have? Not many, I think we are straight selling those. Triple soup, we're obviously not selling that because that's still there. I'll sell them the next hour, which is just coming up. And see it disappear. over here. So just long planks, regular planks you actually still got plenty of. You're working on wood beams, you have more than enough of, so once again that's just to keep working on stuff. So yeah, long planks. I don't need a lot of them. How many do we have? That's gonna be too many again. But what they don't take, we can on sell or something. He doesn't load from behind, does he? Nope, he does not. That's annoying. I need to go and double check as well the sawmill that there isn't too many wood chip pallets spawn there, because obviously now I'm not going down there to pick all this stuff anymore. I don't get to see it, so. Look, there's too many, it's not going to stop production, it's going to mean there isn't going to be any wood chips there. Probably not the worst thing in the world. I do kind of miss going and selling the products, but it's just we were getting that many. Goddamn Skoda. One thing I've noticed with this new machine, the red graphic settings, I think by this range on the old machine, you would have completely lost the number plate and that. As this is keeping the details at that distance. Yeah, so I'm thinking about field 19 up there, I'm thinking we just... If I was going to put green beans, what I might do is I might put green beans up there and put grass on field 2 down here. I think more grass is going to be handy with all the goats and sheep we now have. Because I can use one of our other tractors now, a spare little seeder for doing that. But first of all, let's just get these up to the sell point. That's all I want to do, so with that roper. Really, is that all it took? Is that it now full? Not sure all it takes. Jesus. Well, I guess we take what's left over to the barrel maker, and I'm assuming these guys won't buy anymore. Now they had an opportunity there, they didn't take it. Has that shark always been there? I don't think it has. But you'll go to and tell me, yeah, it was there right at the start, you idiot. Hill, you don't say. Yeah, so I'm going to put grass on 2, and then what I was going to do on 2, which like I say was going to be green beans, maybe on 2 and 3, 4 and 5. So we still have green beans on here, but I'll put green beans up here on 19. And field 2 here can just become another grass field. Like I say, we've got a lot of hungry grass eaters these days. The goats are the closest to needing it. Chickens, I'm just going to buy chicken food, I can see it coming. But we might do that very soon. Just save us having to worry about them running out. Yeah, these fields are now nicely planted. I believe it's oats on the one next to us, and then there's going to be peas. The one further down. The peas looking going to be scarce at the stage of growing, don't they? I don't actually own this, so in theory I could just sell these to them, I think. Yep, that's easy 60k. So I'm going to use that by anything stage, which means I'm going to pay through the nose, but one of those things. Right, we haven't had any more baby cows born, have we? Since remember we used to have them being born quite close together. They're 9 months anyway, ready for moving. No months yet, look, some there. Let's get them moved first, then we'll do the chicken food up, and then after that we'll get the grass planted. Is it utility trailer? It's just like a flatbed. You guys have seen me do this 1,000 times before. Please sit back and enjoy. So the reason I've decided to grass this field is I want to keep the grass fields nice and close to the farm. It's just easy when I'm running the mowers out and that. Because this one wants to be a reasonable size one. I'm doing a lot of farming, because if I'm trading this one for 19, okay, I'm definitely getting the bigger field still for crops. Which has got to be the end goal. Because it's going to be nice and easy just to bring the mowers out too. Obviously balers or however I'm doing it at the time. Should be a good field to grass. I mean, I will be tempted to do 3, 4 and 5 as well, but I do want to have a couple of green bean fields. Obviously the next is going to be rolling, all these fields are going to want rolling. Could be a gap, yeah. This field always gets me because it's like edge. You know, they're not level, but what I haven't been checking actually, even now really, is the supply and transport stuff. For example, there's one there for spinach. I mean, how much do they need? 45,000 litres. How much is left in my trailer? Probably a lot less than that at this point. Gotta watch out, because I think this has been part of the reason why my audio's been breaking. Seems happy so far. Not the grain door. That's the one I want. There's 18,000 litres left in there. I might just sell them to the farm over here, then I've got it. It won't fetch me amazing money, but better than nothing. This is not bad money at all, it's climbing relatively quickly. I don't know how it's possibly like 100%. You know, 100, I don't know how our rating is in terms of precision farming. 66, like, oh nice. As I think I said to you guys before, I'm not sure if we actually sort of lose marks. If you're doing crops that don't take a lot of nitrogen, I'm worried that that actually loses you. Right, so he's finished 24, that's great news. So I can send him round to... I just send him all the way down to 88, that's going to be another sorghum field. Oh, it's like right across the map. Now one of you guys can take the rollers up to 24. Not 24, not 44. I actually ended up, while I was doing all that stuff off screen, I rented a second roller. Try and get through them all a little bit quicker. Another one of these, because just for the value and that, they can't be beaten. But he's on his way back. I think this needs rolling, but this is one of those that can wait. And so the whole point, sorghum is going to be chicken food, like 100%. So in theory, we're going to win 3 big fields of chicken food. Which is no bad thing. As we just discovered, there is a 100,000 litre limit in the pen, but that doesn't matter to me because we can store it in the silo that is right next to it. So now this one, is there any like decent like seeding contracts? Sugar beets. Why not be sugar beets? I know hoeing, that reminds me, one of those weavers was a bit weedy, isn't it? I'd forgot about that, so. Field 20 up here. Yeah, let's get out of that trusty old guy. Bring this narrow tyres out just for these. Right in the other side now. Finally got better to remember where things are, which is great just as we come to the close. Field 20 up there, I do believe. Actually amazed this thing's not wanting to try and lift up with that on the back, but it seems to be quite happy with it. He says, almost bouncing into a tree. I see you actually made it there pretty quick, you're doing a really good job of that. I'm assuming this will want rolling, I think sorghum normally does. Or was that him arriving at 88? No, it was not. He's got stuck. Oh, well, I can at least finish what I'm doing here. That, like I say, is just another extra grass field, a little bit more for us when we need it. I mean, I would normally clean them up, but looking at the map, it doesn't appear to say, you don't appear to actually be gaps, so. Wow, the cedar is so massive. It's also very, very cheaty, I appreciate, but we're at the stage where it's at least helping us to get the job. God, this ain't even got steer on it, so you can't even blame that. Pull that away in there. Oh, no, I didn't want to tell you, just took the end up, haven't you? You've reached 20. Let me just do the weeding, something I haven't really done. Headland. I mean, there was a couple of hoeing contracts, I don't know. Now they're really small fields, not really paying a lot. Okay, this corner's becoming an arse in it from now on. Well, that need. it does, okay. Oh, you're here? Yeah, good. And so at this point, there's like less and less of our fields that aren't getting ready. Speed-wise, we're still really good. Okay, there's a chunk we missed with the rolling, so that might just end up staying like that. The thing with these like hoes, they're not they're just like passive, not PG. Okay, why didn't that one delete unless that one's actually off the side of that? Okay, these are beyond. These need herbicide on them. Alright then, to the store I go. We don't own a sprayer, do we? We got rid of it. We do have herbicide, so don't need to buy any of that. Christ. I told me to bend the sprayer while driving. I don't know if I'll bother now. Well, that's a bonny looking machine. I already have a good spreader though. One just looks really nice. But I'm not going straight to the store. I'll go via the farmyard because we'll drop this off. Little Nemesis once again, in terms of using different machines, it's like it's a Kubota. Have you set off? There's more and more of our fields get covered. I'll just do that. And then green beans, I'm going to put into 19. I've just updated my spreadsheet next to me. Right, that's that done. Never had the bleep yet, you're full of fuel. Just buy a sprayer, why not, we've got the money. I won't part this up and we'll go and get one. Because we can also use liquid fertilizer and then I suppose it gives us options. No Pottinger. We were sadly beaten this time. Pallet of honey, I don't know. The honey never seemed to do anything much to it. Maybe it was just me, but we never seem to get anything decent out of that. Sprayers, sprayers, sprayers. Should we do that one? Oh, it's expensive with everything on it. But why not? Can this thing can run it, can it? Not cheap, but that is definitely the best of the best when it comes to the equipment. So the see and spray, that's something with precision farming adds, which is a really nice touch where it will actually only spray where it senses, like if I do it now with herbicide, it will literally only spray when it sees a weed underneath it. So rather than spraying the whole field, it'll just do the bits it needs to, and that obviously massively reduces the amount of herbicide you go through. Which is great, I remember that in FS22. By the way, by the time when this video comes out, I realise it's possible. Straw harvest coming fairly soon, as well as the day before I recorded this, the Mercedes DLC is announced. I realised when you guys watch this, it's been out a couple of months and hopefully it's already been used in a series or two. But I don't be tempted to fill it up here. I need to fill it with herbicide back on the farm. I'm assuming that class is in a narrow tyre it's fitted with as well, so. They look like little lights, don't they? But I think they're the actual like spraying units, like little, probably like little pop hoses or something. They were 28 meters. They measured it to the roof of the cab, didn't they? Not giving you a lot of space. Let's keep seeing what. Let's give myself options. Right, come on, car. The corner's coming up. So those guys got fed last time. The babies still have plenty. They shouldn't even be eating. I don't know if that's an eagle in trouble or a sawmill. So I think herbicide was in the very end one. Seem to remember. Hopefully I can back this in and fill it up. Let's say that if yeah. Because I see fertilizer over there, I don't want to pick that up by mistake. Okay, yeah, my flashing light is definitely going through the arm there. Not a lot we can do about that now. Ah, yeah, it's got the herbicide. I'm going to load it all up just because number one, I don't know how much I need, and number two, it at least means that I might be able to reduce the amount of pallets it is when I unload it. I'm probably going to be filling it full of fertilizer and using it for that. We obviously don't do a lot of weed killing because we generally plough our fields. In the game, that means you don't get weeds. That is a really nice house there, and I really like the house. Great driveway. Man, I mean, assuming the house I'm in is Walt's house, I might just be tempted to buy it. Even like that. That'd be a good one because I get like a massive barn with it. This book kind of reminds me of like, it's gonna sound really weird, but it reminds me of sandy shores with grass. I could be totally wrong there, feel free to comment and tell me I'm an idiot, but it just, to me like the layout and like the little houses and the, it just reminds me of sandy shores, but obviously not sandy. That's GTA 5 for those who maybe don't play that game. Auto repairs there, why couldn't things like that just be used as, make that another mechanics point, make every shop a sell point, even if it's only for the exact items that they would use. Just give us a bit more variety, give us more chance to see different parts of the map. Oh, anyway, it's Phil 20 as well, I'm coming to it. Right, I need to redo the thing because the working with has changed. If I change that much, I don't need. But like I said, as long as the scene sprays on, then it should literally just, you might almost be able just to see it, like shoot the individual little. I hope it's on. Seems to be, because it's not doing it while it's there, is it? I'm guessing it's not got narrow tyres on it. Is it turned on? Because oh yeah, I can see the weeds dying. You can look, it's very quick, but you can see the individual like sprays coming out when it. I thought this thing would have narrow tyres on. I'm killing so much crop here, but is a how am I supposed? It's alright. It's saying like that's the right working with, but how am I supposed to turn this corner without destroying more? Because you know, tractors do not make 90-degree turns. My god, this here looks so bad on the growth chart. Was there a tyre option and I just missed it because I'm an idiot? That is entirely possible. That is more than likely. I bet I did. I bet I missed it. I bet if I go back and look for the narrow tyres option, I just didn't see it. I'm paying for it in my crop's life. But we are getting the weeds killed. At speed, it has to be said. I mean, that's with the speed limiter turned on. Yeah, that's speed, which is you can see it. The unusual little sprays coming out of it. God, this has been such a disaster. It hasn't been, but it has been, hasn't it? I'm just glad that this field hasn't been like one of my cornerstones. It was literally a field I bought, so there was no... That'll be the next year where it'll be my main focus on this field. Trying to do is like destroy as little as possible. He says before this one actually has me running well off the track. But we're getting the weeds killed, that's the main thing. Yeah, I think unfortunately we're too late in the cycle for them to be destroyed now. I think it's a case that they are there. Just dead, so they won't take any more nutrients out of the soil, but unfortunately there's already going to be some like yield loss from them. I thought that was a spray for me. I was like, why put a spray on now? No, it's right, so that's the field done. So I'm now going to go back and like I say, I'm going to check. See if there was a narrow tyre option. If there was, I'm going to kick myself very, very hard. But as I say, it used very little herbicide as a result, didn't it? Because it was just doing the individual little sprays. These are all in there. Out the way, people. Or don't. You see, it'd be so great if there was like extra little mechanics and stuff. Just help make this place feel a bit more alive. Central Cafe now, there will be a sell point. Well, that's the same auto repair as before. Now you give it a different name. That, for example, would be a nice little distribution building. You know, all these buildings could be put to good use by the players. I mean, this is where like what I said before, the Terraform Anywhere, Buy Anywhere mod, plus the one that just gave you production markers. You could reuse buildings on the existing. I'm hoping that mod makes a return because that'd be really good, especially for the RP guys. Where did all the trailers over there, innit? I'm thinking if I can get that. And then customize. 500 quid for the narrow tyres. I'm a fucking moron. Apologise for my language there, but it's true. There we are, we've got it now anyway, so it's now got the narrow tyres and so it's ready for next time we need it. Leave this over here. We should put the harvester back in here, shouldn't I? I wonder what's left is this, like, he's got to finish 88 first, which he's nearly done actually. I've never my mouse over onto my laptop then. We have 81 and 85. One's out, one's past it. In fact, one's red beat, one's past it, so I apologise. Might as well jump into this guy, because once he's done we can take him over there. Once again, we'll get more rolling done off air. So I think the next one will be the red beets. The beets on 81. I'm sure we can manage that. The beets on 81 and then parsnips on 85. Now they shouldn't need rolling, so at least those need rolling in the grass field in this field. But if I just do like I did before, rent another roller again. Send this guy to the store, he can pick it up for me. That must have been another toy. 1.3 million, not terrible. Yeah, I'm going to here and come to the I didn't rent one of those back, so I might just get. Are they 12 meters? About anything that gets near that? No, not really. Just so that he can go and pick it up, just so we can get them both on the go. We might get them done actually while we're still recording then. Looks like I've got the two fields left to sort. Can I get out of here? Nice. The tractor just appears out the trees. So it's a red beet on 81, so the red beet is going on the smaller one. Parsnips on the bigger one. Obviously showing my favouritism. So as I get this guy, I'll go and get the Nemesis. He's just about now. I'll go and get that sorted out before we get into the meat and bones of this. You're 10 minutes off. Okay. By time, field 88, we're going to send you to. Obviously, that's also what made me realise how worn our roller is, because our roller, the actual rollers themselves, are silver. As you can see, obviously, when we bought it, they must have been painted. I say when we bought it used, didn't we? And we didn't buy it 100% condition, so it probably wasn't when we got it. But this is how it's supposed to look. Oh, Skoda. I suppose I kind of can't blame him fully there, because I was as bad. Hey. That's the animals dealing with here. Do I regret not doing pigs and horses? Well, horses I definitely don't, because I just don't. I don't see the benefit. Pigs I do, but because the game doesn't have butchery, which is something I would like to see. I know we go against the age rating and that, but I mean we now have the Farm Simulator Kids, so it's a thing we could add. I don't see the profit path for pigs as easy as I do. Cause like it's easy with cows. You buy cows, you get milk, sell the milk, profit. Cheap, sell the wool. I just can't get my head around it. It's keeping track of cows to like how you actually make the money. Of cows or beef cattle and then of pigs. This is why you don't see me so often doing stuff like that. When it's cows, I'm doing milk because there's an obvious tangible line to profit there. Any other contracts worth looking at? Not really. I mean, the weeding one would be an interesting one to go and send our the spray to now, wouldn't it? If there was one that paid good money, I'd be tempted. Now they're both fairly small fields. You're not going to be done anytime soon, so I'll set him off doing his thing. Once that one's done, I'm going to send him to the grass field. Meanwhile, I'm just going to get on with this. Need my steering assist. No, three's too much, two will do. I'll try and get this lined up, but the reverse was proving difficult. See, I think I got it from here. So this is going absolutely perfectly. We've got both these fields. And these fields are going to need rolling because they're root crops, which just makes life a little bit easier. Obviously the AI's on with 88, we're just going to have to get him to do field 2, which he's nearly there, assuming Gaze rollers will fix. These rollers aren't that tall, are they? I forgot they're trying to go under that bridge, some of the really tall stuff can struggle. So we're sort of in the middle of our planting now, I think. We've got 2 to plant next month and 2 to plant in June, so we're doing... And following on from that, it's going to be a case of seeing what happens. I don't want to refill station, not yet. Do your field work first. Please. You can go field up after you've done this. Okay, you want diesel, you can have diesel, but make that your next job. Meanwhile, I do this last little bit here. You actually skip with it because I lifted it. No, it doesn't appear it did. That's good. The next field this is probably going to do, probably next May, got sorghum on 23 and 25, so that's more chicken food to go with the one that's already up there. So then I'm going to put carrots on 84. 84 is the big one behind the default area, isn't it? Yes. So more sorghum here, carrots on there. Then the other ones we've got to do, these the last couple is June. 3, 4 and 5, and now 19. Doing my list here a little bit. Might as well send this guy up to field 23, aren't I? I'll just do this myself. Don't forget I don't need to turn this on, do I? It's not a machine. Trouble is if I run out of diesel, it will run out of diesel on me. Doesn't really need to bother as well for grass, but at least keeping everything on. If I do choose to rip this field up and use it for something else, then it's in the best condition it sort of can be. It's sort of hard to tell though at close range which ones are going to have to, which haven't. Either the stones in it are too big for it to a roller to hide. This is the one where you would have to stone pick them. like I say, I'm not doing now, so I'm just... It's a shame, but he's just going to leave it. And like I said, it's just 2, 3, 4, 5, 19, 84 to do, and then that's all our field's done, which feels amazing to say that. This is where this seems weird, because I can't just raise it. I want to go over and start on the other far end. Sure, that's more hailstones coming in. That's not good. It's like 8 o'clock tonight, so hopefully late enough that we will have finished by then. I just going to be like weird rolling lines because I've obviously come across the field to do this, but luckily it doesn't make that big. It's not like it dictates which direction the crop grows in. It's not going to cause us any problems that way. He's not missed any bits. He missed a little bit in this very corner, which I can saw in a second, but other than that, not too bad. If I do my usual outer loop spin to get onto my next line, I should catch that bit he's missed. I like how the grass sort of reacts but doesn't get damaged. Get rid of that line because I don't need it. Thank you. Obviously what's left to do, there's one field of sorghum left to do that we'll need. HP 20 is that's that little. You don't use it as a default one now. In real life it's more of a rock trailer than a crop trailer. If you're handling a lot of stones and stuff, it would be really useful for that, but I don't think I need that very end line. I think I had it completely covered. We see a lovely April's evening here. Can't believe it. Now, I'm no meteorologist, and if you are in the comments, feel free to come and correct me, but to get hailstones at like 16 degrees Celsius day seems improbable. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe that's something I don't know. I know it's weird that like to get it to snow, it has to be actually warmer than you'd think. Yeah, that's it, because if it's too cold for snow, that's when you get hail. But for it to be hailstoning, surely it should be like 0 degrees below. Or certainly should be that up in the clouds. Either way, I'm not sure, but hopefully I can finish this by then. Well, I will have finished this by then. It'll happen overnight, and we'll have to assess what it does to our fields in the light of the day. Let's say with our last couple. He's going to be up there waiting for us on field 23. It'll be good. Let's see, we shouldn't have any animals. I think we've got one load of cows that are going to want moving. Damn it, I did miss a little bit. We'll have one load of cows that are going to want moving. Moving. Unless I did. No, this is very late now, we'll see. Obviously, most of our productions now sort themselves out, which is nice. I could do with moving the slurry tanker back some stage. And we're going to have one last look at the playground as well, just to see if it's... I'm going to go back up across that top line just because I did miss 2 or 3 bits up here, about the end of here. And I'll see a couple of bits here, obviously went between where I'll do. Like I say, I believe I had some 9-month-olds in the pasture I do, so they can get moved. Like I say, I'm mainly just waiting for the notion that the roller down there is finished. Kind of spent like 117 grand on chicken food this episode. I hope the chickens do appreciate it, because we're doing it to try and keep them alive, because those eggs are making us a lot of money. Must admit, it's one thing I've learned for future series is chickens are a great early investment. And if you've not got quite as many as we have here, they're going to bring in good amounts of money until the other sources of income catch up. Wow, I managed to not hit that stop sign. I'm genuinely surprised at myself. And the peas look such a little... They're still 13 meters. I'm hoping to see that if they grow another stage in the next couple of episodes, that'd be fantastic. Because at this point, I in theory have a max of... That's... I have a max of like 5. Before I want to start the new series, so... If I get done quicker, I'll throw some specials in between. We'll have to wait and see on that, but... And there's no babies in here, is there? No. There isn't. Turn you off there. Then bring you back over. I love what we did here. I remember so we bought this as a field, harvested a couple of times, sold it again, then rebought it and did this to it. And it just works so well for this job. And a couple of little secret entrances and exits so we can get in and out as we need to. That's like here, obviously what was 3 or 4 different fields. I should probably open a blank game and we can have a bit of a look and a comparison. Forest here, which I say I wish I planted sooner, and I wish I'd planted a different tree. I should have done some research first, not just gone, oh those trees look good. Now not loading. Ah, it's finished. That's excellent timing. More milk. So that's him finished, it is. I can just send him back to the main shed and we can call this a part. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to like, subscribe, share. What are you doing? I want you to fold up. I don't know what the realistic means. Does it like not fold properly? Hang on, this is a rented one. So I should send this back. Forgot about that. Easy to access shed. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Feel free to check out the rest of the channel. Please like, subscribe, share. What helps us to know you're enjoying it and helps us to produce more great content. And until the next one, we'll see ya. Goodbye.